By the way, we're going to premiere this film. If people want the DVD, that's great. That supports us. Plus, you have a hard copy in the higher res, plus the expanded extras on from the world expert on securing your home, the best-selling author of The Secure Home, Joel Skousen. Marine Corps fighter pilot, anti-New World Order best-selling author, strategic relocation expert. I've actually used his advice in a lot of what I've done. It is second to none. And integrated in with James Leslie Rawls and others information. We sell his books too, but you can get the new film with myself and Joel Skousen, the incredible graphics and breakdown at InfoWarsStore.com. And you can get strategic relocation and the secure home, all of it right there. And there's inexpensive plans. There's expensive plans. It's not about just running to the country. It's about the city you live in, the best escape routes, roads people don't really know about, don't use, the main threats you're going to face, what countries are safer. He says the U.S. is probably best because the world's so bad. It's kind of, you've learned that, Mike Adams, living in other countries. Joel's lived all over the world, Africa, Latin America, Asia. He really gives you a brain trust. And we're going to premiere it tonight for PrisonPlanet.tv subscribers. So after the hour-long nightly news, we're going to have the film premiere tonight, PrisonPlanet.tv. So if you are not a PrisonPlanet.tv subscriber, what are you waiting for? Your 15 cents a day gives you 6 memberships. 6 people can use the same username and passcode. And you know what? Our servers have been working so good. Used to, we couldn't do more than that. We had problems. I want it boosted to 10. It's now 10 memberships. We're going to change it today. 10 memberships for a $5.95 a month. I don't know what that comes out to, but that's like 50 cents. 59 cents per person per membership, and just make a username and passcode that isn't the code to your bank safe or whatever. You know, make one up and then give it as an e-card. Hey, here's your gift. I gave you one to PrisonPlanet.tv. And with zombies out there, you know, friends and family, a lot of them won't even go look. So those that want to look will. You'll know if too many have used it because you'll go and sign up and it won't let you, sign in while, 10 other people are on. But then you just go get another membership if that really starts happening. That's what you want. So we're going to 10. We're going to 10. So that's less than $1 per membership, 50-something cents per membership. 59 cents. I have to ask Mike Adams for no basic arithmetic. I know I'm public school educated. The point is, Mike's here to help me, the human computer. The point is 59. I wasn't even planning this till just now. I just realized, wait, the servers are a lot better now. Is because it's had problems over its 10 years or so of PrisonPlanet.tv, and we appreciate you all being with us. But it's now world class thanks to the great IT crew. PrisonPlanet.tv, 15 cents a day for 10 memberships, and we can change that right now. So we're turning it up to 10 memberships. You make the username and passcode. You then send an e-card saying, here's your username and passcode. Here it is. Boom. 2 seconds to log in. Takes about a minute to sign up. No excuse. And that money that comes in pays for the bandwidth. PrisonPlanet.tv. We're going to premiere that tonight. We're going to premiere it tonight. You can tell I got a lot more energy, folks, and I'm wound up because we're in a lot of trouble. I mean, they're announcing they're coming after our guns. They're turning off the power plants. They're shutting down the gardens. I mean, and so I'm getting in combat mode right now, and so is everybody else. And I just found endless wells of energy. I was getting pretty burnt out, but now the war's gone to the next level. I'm ready to open a can of information warfare, you know what. Now, the Health Ranger, Mike Adams, the preeminent now researcher out there. He's been that for years, but nobody out there can even rival the amount of people he reaches and the great tireless analysis he engages. And he's going to be hosting the news tonight before Strategic Relocation premieres. And I'm going to try to shut up here and give you the floor. Break down your take, Mike. I mean, Prop 37 a month ago, as you know, you wrote about it, 2-to-1 in scientific polls was going to pass, that you just have to put on the label it's GMO. Just like you got to put on the label if something's an artificial sweetener. They want to change that now, as you know. And now they're saying, no, the people voted almost 60% or whatever it was. You can give us the numbers. I saw it yesterday. To not want to know what's in it. I don't believe that. This is electronic voting machines. Bev Harris, the expert, has confirmed. Most states, they didn't even count votes. They just announced the winner. We've entered a new level of fraud. Mike Adams, the Health Ranger, with all your contacts and all your moles in and outside of government. What really happened with Prop 37?
Prop 37, it was stolen, Alex. It was stolen through massive deception and fraud that I'll go into. I've got a lot of details for you on that. I just spoke to the Yes on 37 campaign this morning. But first, I've got another big announcement that I know you're going to be interested in. This is a big deal. The coverage of the Hurricane Sandy that we did. I wrote an article about preparedness, and it went viral, and it got picked up by the White House. And they contacted me and wanted me to come on and help promote their new preparedness product. And so I have a prototype with me right here. It's called Obama's Preparedness Kit in a Can. And I want you to shake it, Alex. Shake it. You know what's in this can?
What?
A FEMA-approved can opener. And not only is there a can opener in the can, but after you open the can, and believe me, me and Obama, are working together on this, and we're trying to get your endorsement too. But once you open the can, and the can opener can help other people open their cans, and then you can hold it out to beg for supplies from FEMA. It's brilliant.
Oh my gosh, that is a genius. Let me see that.
I know.
So they give you a can with a can opener, you open it, and then you beg for supplies from FEMA. So this is the new Obama phony, gonna do more Obama. Well, Obama.
We decided not to put phones in there because that would be complicated, and not even to put food. Or
is this breaking here right now?
This is breaking news,
folks. Give us a document cam shot of this right over here. This is amazing, dude. You figured it all out. That is the government. Well, you notice Chris Matthews
figured this.
Here, guys, document camera right here. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. Chris Matthews said the storm makes you dependent, so he loves it. Michael Moore says it makes you dependent, so he loves it. Mike, this is the White House contacted you, and you came. This is a genius idea. President Obama's preparedness kit in a single can. All you got to do to get this is to give your rights up and your guns up and bend over.
Well, and also look skyward, because we're going to airdrop these on crowds. And to save money, to keep the Republicans happy, we're not going to use parachutes or anything. We're just going to have a cargo plane go over and just sort of push these out the back over crowds and protesters and whatever. And that's humanitarian, which is why we really...
Oh, you could even put cluster bombs in it, like when they kill hundreds to kill one innocent person, they call that peace, and you got a peace prize.
No, but we are going to have suicide pills in them, because some people, the storm is too much stress, and they have too much burden on the national infrastructure. So we want to give them an option, a loving option, to eliminate their burden on society. And so, suicide pills are coming.
Did you hear that lady earlier say that that your guy lost? She was feeling really good. She's feeling really good.
Yeah, well, anyway, I hope your listeners...
No, I think you're... Zoom in on that, folks, right there. This is exciting. And I noticed on the Obama can, it doesn't tell us if it's GMO. That's good.
Well, no, and also, we've already done tests with FEMA. We found out this can hold 47 cookies. So, and a little bit of hot chocolate, too, which is what they brought to Hurricane Sandy. So if you, and for holiday storms, Alex, we're going to have religion neutral, gender neutral, green and red holiday cookies that FEMA puts in your can.
Well, wait, if you eat the soy, the GMO soy, it'll make you sterile, so you won't be a gender.
Well, that's true. And there's a lining of BPA inside the can to accelerate the development of male breast tissue so that everybody can be a little more equal out there.
Well, the genitals are shrinking in the average Western male. That's a good thing. Sperm counts.
Harder, though. They can't really get their job done when the target's smaller.
So it makes it more handheld.
It's it's a hands-on job that they're working with there. But anyway, Obama's preparedness kit in a can. We're looking for your endorsement. So
I endorse it.
All right, good.
I think that's land of the free, home of the brave. It's just a begging can.
It's a begging can. I mean, people, this was a problem in Hurricane.
So you go to Chucky Schumer and you cry, and then he says he's going to deliver it, but then the best part is they never put anything in it.
Well, Alex, the problem was people didn't have anything to beg with. All they had were their hands.
Yeah.
That's not loving.
Mike Adams, you are a genius.
Well,
I like the baby formula you brought in last time that was 70-something% corn syrup and other sugars.
It was a lot of corn.
Because per cc size, the American size brain is not developing now. I think that's good too.
Yeah. Well, maybe that'll fit in the can next when cannibalism.
Well, they've said to make the environment better, they should make humans little. Remember, the scientists have been saying that.
That's true.
It's like you go to the carnival and they've got that pole to see how tall you got to be able to ride on the ride. Now you got to be able to fit in the can, or they...
No, you're a genius, because the next round, after the starvation kicks in from the government price controls, cannibalism in a can. That's the solution.
We'll take the dead bodies and slice them up and put them in there. Well, the new Agenda 21 houses are about the size of that can.
You could live in the can. Maybe they're actually dropping housing. Jimmy Carter should get involved. Habitat for Humanity.
Hey, give me my can. You didn't build this?
That's
you didn't build this can?
They sent it to me as a prototype.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my gesture for preparedness right there. And so getting back to Prop 37.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the Californians didn't want to have GMO listed. I believe that.
Yeah. Well, so what really happened was the pre-election day vote, the early voting, caused it to fail because Monsanto and the other companies had $45 million to bankroll this campaign of amazing deceptions in the days before.
They sent letters out, I saw, saying, we are the police. Vote no on this.
They impersonated the FDA. That's a felony crime. They fabricated quotes from the FDA and emailed those out, mailed them out physically. But the voting on election day would have passed the measure because by that time more people got informed. So it was the early onslaught of misleading advertising that caused it to fail.
And then that creates kind of the push-pull thing where, oh, it's failing, so we might as well not go vote. Also, I noticed all over the country, they never even counted the election day stuff. They just said, well, early trended this way, we're announcing the winner.
Yeah, they did that. But the good news in this, Alex, is awareness is sky high, and Washington State now is looking at another ballot measure that would require labeling GMOs. So through your efforts and our efforts and all the grassroots people out there were over 10,000 volunteers for this GMO labeling campaign. The massive social media presence. I mean, it was huge. I mean, celebrities and everybody all over the country, cooks and chefs and children were pro-GMO labeling. But somehow these corporations managed to get 4 million Californians to go to the ballot box and vote that I don't want to know what I'm eating.
Yeah, but the machines have been proven a known fraud.
Of course.
I mean, so I don't believe any of it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't believe that Californians voted that they didn't want to know if something was GMO.
A lot of people didn't know what it was even about. Frankly, they just weren't informed. But
I saw it in the news where they sent out letters saying, we are the police association.
Yes.
And it wasn't even the police association.
No, they impersonated multiple organizations. They created multiple front groups. They pulled every dirty trick in the book. Look, that's what the UN does, is they create fake NGOs. Well, one of the key voting areas was just in the Bay Area, and there was a tractor trailer that got turned over and blocked 7 lanes of traffic into the voting area. A friend of mine was actually on the highway.
Because they knew San Francisco would push it over the edge.
Yes, and he almost got arrested. He was handcuffed and marched off the highway for taking pictures of this tractor trailer rig that was turned over to block all 7 lanes.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I have a photo of it. It's blurry, but it's there.
Incredible. No, that's what they do.
Yeah, they try everything. I mean, there's nothing they won't try. Think about it. These are the companies that created DDT, Agent Orange, every poison.
But it's not just, it's not that they're eugenicists. This is their mission. We're fighting a military force. We're not just saying that, folks. This is military precision.
Well, that's why we need more preparedness kit in a can. Is that coming through?
No, it is. I love it.
You got to prepare in advance, folks. This is the answer.
This is your begging can. This is the birthright of all Americans, is to put a can out.
While we fight to retain our liberty, while we fight to expose globalism, we have to realize we're talking about a very powerful combination of power.
Renowned author and expert Joel Skousen breaks down the globalist plan to shut down America and stage a new world war.
In one day, America will go from day to night. And if you haven't prepared in advance, there's not enough time to prepare in 24 hours, even if you saw it that early.
Coming to the InfoWar in November is our new documentary film presentation.
Strategic relocation is a systematic way to think strategically in the future about how do I safeguard.
Joel Skousen, Strategic Relocation.
The freeways are going to be crowded, they're going to run out of gasoline, they're going to run out of food, and then they're going to start to go north and south of those freeways.
Joel Skousen is renowned as one of the world's foremost experts in strategic relocation and the securing of your home.
We talk about natural disasters, the health environment, we talk about pollution, the water quality. My personal experience about being in every one of these states.
Government is digging in for the organized, incremental collapse of society and world war.
The U.S. isn't building huge underground bases and bunkers because of some terrorist threat. They know that a massive nuclear attack is coming. They want that attack to come. Most people won't even be ready and won't be able to get out of town when any of these nuclear weapons fall, because there'll be absolute panic.
There is no preparedness without strategy.
What I tell people is that you do have time. Prepare wisely in advance.
This Christmas, give the gift of preparedness. Strategic Relocation, the film, with Joel Skousen and Alex Jones. It's really hard to end the show. I'm going to have to go into overdrive to talk to Reese in Tennessee, an Obama supporter listening on WMQM 1600. Obama supporters, though, don't worry. You're going to be on every day, okay? We want to talk to you. I don't know why I haven't done this more often. It's very entertaining, and I don't mean to be mean. I love hearing how I love Romney from him. Mike Adams, by the way, the provocation right on time. First on CNN, Iran jet fires on U.S. drone in international waters. Barbara Starr, an Iranian Su-25 fighter jets fired on an unarmed U.S. Air Force Predator drone in the Persian Gulf last week. CNN has learned, oh my gosh. And notice the economy's plunging right now. They're announcing their gun control, their victim disarmament. They're announcing shutting down the power plants. I mean, we're now got Obama and the Fast and Furious crew for 4 years not facing re-election. It is hammer time.
It's clear they think they have a mandate now to continue their gang criminality. And, I'm really concerned about this UN small arms treaty. I'm concerned about Senator Feinstein saying that she wants now national legislation to turn in all your firearms.
It says we're not going to ban. She's saying we're not going to ban the sale. You're going to turn them into, quote, authorities. Mainstream news.
Yeah, I think her slogan should be, we shouldn't have firearms on the street when you need them most. Right after Hurricane Sandy. How are these people supposed to protect themselves from the looters?
When the cops see people on the news with their bows and arrows, they go and find them and arrest them. It's like you will not protect yourself.
It's absolutely insane. Look, here in Texas, I talk to people all over the place, farmers, ranchers, people out there. Every one of them says to me, people that come over to do work on my property, for example, plumber, electrician.
These aren't even listeners.
No, they're not listeners, and they don't even know who I am.
They're committed, aren't they?
They all tell me that.
And they're sad about it. They're sad about it, but they're ready for war.
Well, in a sense, they really are. They're just saying no one is going to come to Texas and take our guns, and they start describing to me what they own, what they have. And they're set.
And let's say if just a few percentage people fight back, it's over. But the globalists want that. They want to start a civil war.
Well, and that's the thing. They're
going to bring us into a depression. You notice right after he gets elected, the very banks that put him in, quote, oh, they voted. The big banks don't like Obama. No. This is part of the plan so they can push the VAT and the carbon tax, which they're saying, give us taxes and we'll fix the economy.
Oh, it's incredible. But what's also clear is the Fed is going to keep creating money to buy the debt, which is going to put us into a cycle of currency devaluation and price inflation. And you know what's going to happen? Obama's going to kick in price controls sooner or later. And the price controls will cause widespread shortages of food nationwide.
Which is even better.
To riots.
And then you'll get it from, exactly. And this is a plan, the IMF World Bank plan.
Yeah.
Stiglitz, when he left 10 years ago, the plan they do this in countries. They've got a whole plan.
Yes.
And they roll it out, and if it works, they're going to do it.
And that's the excuse for martial law. And then martial law is the cover for mass genocide under what I'm calling Obamunism. And I think I've heard that word on your show.
Obamnism, yeah.
Obamunism.
Obamunism.
Yeah, Obamunism. And if you look at, for example, the Cultural Revolution in China in 1966, I believe.
The Obamunism revolution.
Well, and they use it for mass genocide.
They do it everywhere.
Yeah, it's history.
Tell us about it.
Well, they target the groups that are political enemies. They target farmers. They targeted in China academics. They target scientists sometimes.
Anyone who's smart.
Yeah.
They know if you know how to dig a well and that you're not an idiot. They know if you live in the real world, you're the enemy. If you're an Obumbles, Obamanoid, moron sheep, you're going to be given a machine gun and stomp women's brains out.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, search for the Chinese Cultural Revolution and read about that, because that is what I see Obama putting into place in America.
And again, Mao was actually funded by the bankers, just like Obama is.
Well, of course.
Obamanism. No, that's what they plan here.
Yeah, that was under.
Folks, you're going to get, like I've said, a cultural revolution style takedown. They're going to try. They're coming. This isn't a joke. Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.